All right, for the last talk of tonight, I would like to talk about the ultimate Lisk vision. And today we already saw why blockchain technology, blockchain applications are important as part of a metaverse maybe. It's one theory which exists, which evolves into a kind of like new future reality. And I gave you an explanation what kind of role Lisk plays in that. To summarize, Lisk enables developers to develop and users to use scalable and interoperable blockchain applications. But what is the ultimate vision for Lisk? Well, Monica stole a little bit my show there already, but it hasn't changed. The vision stands. The vision should never change, of course. This is what we're working on since 2016, to be the most accessible blockchain application platform in the world. This is what drives us daily. However, now a few things are changing, of course. We're moving from, how I called it in the initial video, the building phase into a production or production-ready phase. And that means we can not only talk to developers, but also talk to users, to people who really will benefit from blockchain technology. Quickly, a little bit about the developer. So, for developers, we're essentially providing access to blockchain application development. You heard a lot about that already with our Lisk SDK, which provides all the tools required to do so. I don't need to go into much more detail here. We heard a lot already. However, we have a goal. We have a goal for the Lisk SDK. And some in the team said, well, actually, we already achieved that. We have bigger ambitions even, but if we're achieving that, well, we also have to maintain that. And the goal for the Lisk SDK is to be the industry standard for JavaScript blockchain application development. That's our goal we're working on every day. If we're talking about the user, then we're providing access to blockchain applications. And how? You know it already with the Lisk platform, which will enable users to benefit from blockchain technology. Again, I don't have to say much here. However, we have a goal there as well. And you heard a number in the initial video, and that was 100 million. And we want to onboard this amount of users into crypto and Web3. We put that in relation with the scalability aspects of our platform because we believe a goal has to be achievable. And this will be measured in addresses on Lisk. And I think that's extremely important for the future of blockchain technology, for the future of this whole industry, that we bring more people into the space who can then really benefit from blockchain technology and use blockchain applications on a daily basis. So we have these two target audiences. And we have the vision to be the most accessible blockchain application platform in the world. But what does it really mean to be accessible? Well, for the developer, it's kind of obvious. We provide access to the Lisk SDK so that they can develop blockchain applications. I think the Lisk SDK is world-class already today. And some of our hackathon participants, grant program participants can probably agree to that. It's written or is using the most accessible programming language, JavaScript. It has great documentation. And with every version, the developer experience dramatically improves. I think Lisk SDK version 6 will set again a new standard there for blockchain application development. But what is with the users? Like I said, it's the ultimate thing to benefit from this tech. This is where the focus should be in the long term at least. And there we're providing, of course, access to blockchain applications with our Lisk platform. However, what does it mean really to provide access? That's where I would like to focus on this part, where we really take a look at what it means to provide access. And in our opinion, access and blockchain accessibility always is somehow in relation to a token. And that's why if we want to be the most accessible platform, we need to provide better access to different kinds of tokens. Because if you're familiar with blockchain applications, you need the token in order to use it. In our platform's case, this can be the Lisk token itself, or it can be any other token of these blockchain applications. And that's where I would like to announce that in order to facilitate better access, we're going to build a Fiat on-ramp. One of our strategies will involve to provide better access to the LSK token. This is what we really see as a very important step. Right now, we're in a very tricky situation. We just launched one of the biggest migrations this industry has ever seen, Lisk version 3, and we just see that we are very dependent on exchanges. But we believe that it should be one unified solution where users just can get started with Lisk right away and where we are not at the mercy of exchanges. That's why we built a Fiat on-ramp ourselves, where users will be able to buy LSK tokens with fiat currencies right within the wallet. But it doesn't stop there, because the same problem also these blockchain application developers will face. And that's where we will build our first blockchain application, a Lisk DEX. Because really, there's going to be like hundreds of blockchain applications and hundreds of tokens on the platform in the future. And it's already very difficult to get listed on exchanges, and we need to provide them with a native solution there, so that users can use these exchanges to really go from zero to hero, from basically not having any LSK token to owning some, to exchanging or swapping them on the DEX. And we're doing that really to create a path of least resistance to blockchain applications. We believe this is extremely important to make blockchain technology mainstream and to bring in new users into the industry. It's something we experience every day, and we're trying to somehow address also with this event to make it simple. And it's incredibly hard to make blockchain simple. That's where we want to provide better access, at least with these exchanges, to the platform. But there's one case where this is not helping. What if a token is not available on the Lisk platform? Let's say a stablecoin is currently not built on Lisk. And what if a blockchain application might want to use it? For example, on a DEX, the traders want to move their assets into a stablecoin because they think the markets are going down. Or it can be also very interesting in a, let's say, lending blockchain application as collateral. So in some cases, we really want to have more tokens on the Lisk blockchain application platform than which are actually being built on the platform itself. And we talked about that already. That's why we are creating Lisk Bridges to other blockchain application and smart contract platforms. Which ones, we don't know yet, but Jan was already giving a short example of where you could use then any ERC20 token on the Lisk platform, and they have multiple stablecoins as this example depicted. And well, that's where we will provide also access to tokens which are actually not native to our platform, because we think any token or every token has a use case, and we all want to gather them into our platform. So we're imagining a user flow similar to that. You just download the app, let's say on your smartphone, you register an account, and then you need to get access to the LSK token. That's where you verify your account at a payment method and then use our Fiat on-ramp. Maybe if you need a token from a blockchain application in order to use it, you want to now swap your LSK for this blockchain application token or pull it from another ecosystem onto the Lisk platform. And then, well, you can just connect your user interface of the blockchain application to the wallet and start using the blockchain application. Currently, it's already a bit visible how that would work with Lisk Scan, where you can claim NFTs and where you just sign the transaction then on Lisk Desktop. And, well, it will be similar to that, but better, because then we are focusing on making it better. And we're doing all of that, which is a very tough job to do in the coming years, with an expanded team. We're going to build out our resources there to over 80 people, including the Lisk Foundation team members and our contractors like Lightcurve, Wexman, Ninja Promo, and so on. And this is all possible only because of the Lisk Foundation and its great financial resources, We have a lot of capital, and we now want to start using that. However, the capital is in Bitcoin. And we want to cover our expenses until 2025 in order to not be vulnerable to market volatility. And that's where we say, okay, 1,000 Bitcoin we're keeping for now as a long-term reserve, but 620 Bitcoin we're going to liquidate. 34% into fiat to pay for short-term expenses, and 66% into stablecoins, where we can, due to the platform we're using, BlockFi, earn a passive yield, which can be then again be used to buy back LSK tokens in order to make the next Lisk developer program even bigger. So there will be more funds, more yield, and that's where the grants can also become bigger. However, this liquidation will not happen now. It will happen over the coming months. As a foundation, we need to liquidate our funds slowly over time to not be exposed to this volatility and certain risks. But we cannot just keep selling our Bitcoin forever. And that's where we are referring to these new projects we are starting, the exchanges and the bridges, where we really want to start establishing revenue streams. Because, well, in the video you saw, I love my life because I'm working on this amazing project, and I'm working on it now since, well, 7 years. I'm 29 now, that's 25% of my life. But I want to work on it for the next 10 years. I would also like to work on it maybe for the next 100 years, or maybe someone else works on it when I'm not even there anymore. And that's where these revenue streams will become extremely important. We want to become a sustainable project, something which we also set as our goal. We don't want to just be a hype coin, pump and dump, or whatever. We want to be in this industry for a very long time and build something which will benefit people. So that refers all back to be the most accessible blockchain application platform in the world. We want to become the industry standard in JavaScript blockchain application development. We want to onboard 100 million people into crypto and Web3, and we want to become sustainable. That was my talk. That was Amplifier, with many exciting announcements from Monica, new partners, much more to come there also next year. I explained the case of Lisk and just went into the ultimate vision for the project, as well as our developers and researchers explained a little bit more what the timeline is for 2022 and what we can expect in the coming year and years. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you are as excited as I am about the future of Lisk. Thank you and goodbye.